Yeah. Oh yeah. How y'all feeling, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. You know.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the weekend a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It's Thursday. We back. Turn up, baby. Turn up, baby.
Crazy. What's going on? What's going on, people?
It's been a minute.
Oh yeah.
It has. We in here live.
Always.
In full effect.
Always.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
So y'all fellas got anything planned for this weekend? I mean, what's the deal? What's up, bros? What you got planned for the weekend?
I'm trying to think, man. What I got planned this weekend? I don't know. I gotta check with wife. I don't know what I got planned. I can't remember.
Whatever she say, that's what we doing. Whatever she say.
Yeah. What about you, Jody? What you got, man? What you doing?
Oh man, I ain't making no noise. Just gonna go to this concert this weekend. That's it, man. Then
what concert is that?
My son, Johnny Gill Stokey.
Okay.
96.3. They doing a anniversary, 50th anniversary. But then shout out to my boy Jakari Odie. He gonna be 3 tomorrow, man. So my boy
happy birthday.
3. Yeah, man.
Happy birthday.
Sunshine. So he gonna be 3 tomorrow. So
all right.
do some stuff on him Sundays.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Man, look, man, I ain't been to Chuck E. Cheese in is they still open?
Yeah. It's one in Central Park down there. You know that. Yeah. It's one up here too, and over there by the mall.
I don't even know. Yeah, but it's all good.
Indeed. What you got, Solo? What you doing this weekend, man?
Nothing. I ain't got nothing planned.
He in his own world, right?
Yeah,
like, man, I'm in my own world.
Yeah,
right
I ain't got nothing planned.
It's all good. Shoot, tomorrow I'm going to check out that Wakanda Forever.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm excited. Take me, the wifey, and my son going out. So we going to go out and have a good time. I can't wait to see that. They said it's a tearjerker, which you mean you only would assume that it would be with the passing of my man.
Yeah.
T'Challa.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I didn't want to go on the first weekend because it's going to be like pandemonium the first weekend.
Oh, you one of them? You one of them? Look, wifey don't like going to the movies when that joint first open either because she don't like a whole lot of people.
Man,
you know, I love it.
That thing. You love it, huh?
I love it.
You gonna dress up too?
Nah, I ain't gonna dress up. I'm gonna be in that joint though. You know what I'm saying?
Wakanda forever.
Gonna be in that joint,
no doubt.
You know, people take that stuff serious, man. They be dressing up and everything, man. I swear. I mean, they be going in, man.
Yeah,
true.
I told B, me and wifey gonna watch the Woman King joint tonight.
Oh, hey, have you seen it? Y'all seen?
I ain't seen it yet.
Hey, it surprised me.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's really good.
It looked like it was thorough when on the previews.
Oh yeah, man. It really surprised me, man. It was really good. It was really good.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to check it out for sure.
Oh yeah. But what we got up, man? What's the deal?
So yeah, man, I just want to let everybody know, you know what I'm saying? We live right now on IG and we live on our YouTube platform.
IG, all that good stuff. Subscribe, link up, views, get it in every day. Look at it all day. Look at it.
Please do.
Support the channel
too, man. Comment too, man. We love the feedback, man. Keep giving us feedback, man.
Yeah.
And let us know what y'all want to talk about. It don't got to be about. Let us know what y'all want to hear us talk about, man. It's not just just give us some good feedback.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Support the channel. If you want to get that full experience, hop on over to the YouTube page.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get the camera switching and all that there. Screen share.
Yeah.
You know.
Up close in person.
Don't forget to support the channel, man. Cash App. $, PodcastHead, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we keep this thing going.
Hey, look. quick thing. I'm gonna throw it out there. Y'all see, we got the Real Podcast Head, clothing and hats, baby. We doing it up big now, man. We got the cups. We gonna do it. Hey, look, if y'all want some of this material, go ahead and hit us up. We gonna get y'all some of that, man. This stuff is all the cups, all the shirts, the hats. Hit us up, man, if y'all want some of this, man. Support.
No doubt. Big shout out to Rooted in Armor for getting it done in a timely fashion too.
Oh yeah, man.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna jump right into we're gonna hit this news first. Now we're gonna hit sports, then we're gonna hit news, and then we're gonna, you know what I'm saying,
we're gonna
switch over to that goody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
All right. So first let me jump on this, John. Where's okay, here we go. All right, so first up on sports real quick, you know what I'm saying? We're going to jump on over to UFC. The past weekend fight card was stacked, was real good. I'm only going to touch on the top ones. Lightweight division, it was Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler. That jump was fireworks from jump, just like it was expected to be. You know what I'm saying? If y'all didn't see that, y'all need to go check out the clips, because that jump was really dope. My man Michael Chandler got his nose busted and was blowing that jump all over Dustin Poirier's face and stuff. So it was crazy to watch. Then you had a women's strawweight championship fight, Carla Esparza versus Zhang Weili. Zhang Weili won that joint through submission. And then you had the main event, the middleweight fight, Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. Alex won that joint last minute on the fifth round. It's some controversy around that one. Some people felt like, and I'm one of those some people that felt like the fight got stopped a little early, but you know what I'm saying, because he was still on his feet. He'd been champion for a minute, so I feel like you just gotta let him get knocked out at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, stop it. So, but yeah. And then ending on sports, switching over to boxing. It's official. Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting Ryan Garcia early 2023 January in Las Vegas. So that jump's been brewing for a minute. So we're gonna see where that jump's about to go.
No doubt. All right. What's going on, Miss Lovely Lizzles? And talent speaks for me. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah. Then we're gonna jump on over to some quick news real quick. For everybody that lives in Virginia, Maryland, and DC, y'all got until May 3rd of next year to get your real ID to board on them planes.
Oh man.
So you ain't got that, you're gonna be out of luck.
Yeah, that's everywhere, for real.
Make sure you go ahead and get that, and take care of the stuff that you need to take care of. All right. Then we're gonna jump over to some things that's not so good in news. Locally, there was a 2-year-old here in Manassas that shot himself in the hand by his parents' weapon that was just left out. As of the time of looking at this, the mother was wanted for child neglect, and they were still looking for her, but they have found her now. So, she definitely about to get charged. So it's sad to see stuff like that happen, man. I mean, if you're a parent and a gun owner, you know what I'm saying, you definitely got to make sure that you take those safety precautions with your weapons, your firearms, because things like this should definitely not happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. While we on that firearms tip, you know what I'm saying, just want to send some prayers up for the UVA shooting.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's very tragic, Don't know really what the main thing that transpired. It's a lot of, allegations and a lot of things put out there, but nobody really knows what really was going on. So we just gonna pray for all those involved, lives lost, and one that's lost going to jail for a long time. So.
What was reported was a young man watched Emmett Till I guess the movie or segment or the film.
They went to a play or something.
Yeah, went to the play, and then he was cut from the team, and then I guess that kind of sent him over, and he shot one of the young men while they were sleeping, and the other two men came, he shot him. So it was just very unfortunate, man.
Yeah, there's also some other stuff saying that he had brandished a gun. You know what I'm saying? He bought a gun and had brandished a couple times, and supposedly these kids was going to testify against him, is what I read as well.
And
so
supposedly he said he was being bullied, supposedly. So it's I mean, just a lot. Who knows? But it's still senseless killing. I mean, I don't.
No doubt.
But, all right.
What else you got, Brosi?
I think that's enough darkness. I'm not going to hit the laugh. You know what I'm saying? So
look, everybody down now. We about to get into it, though.
We're going to end that one there, man.
Yeah, getting to the nitty gritty.
Yep.
Nitty gritty time.
What y'all want to run with?
Let's go.
You want to do that one, the relationship, the one we talked about?
Nitty gritty
let's go
time.
to it. So we got an article from Newsbreak. Let's see who this is brought to us by. Jamie Braunstein. And the title is, I'm a relationship expert. The first date red flags, which mean you are doomed to fail. Now, I'm not going to read what she said throughout the article, but I'm going to list the things she said that you're doomed to fail. So bragging. Said if someone's name dropping or brand dropping, like instead of saying they have a car, they say I have a Ferrari. It's very unattractive. Negative X talk. They don't ask questions. They on their phone. Disrespectful to wait staff. And those are just a few that she's labeled here.
I mean, how many of them she labeled?
So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 5 of them. So she got 5 things. So she said bragging. So these are things that she's saying now our first date red flag. So you out on a date.
Saying from a male or woman's perspective, because I think some of that sounds like she coming from a woman to a male if she out on a date with a male perspective, and then a woman, you know. Can a woman be different, or
I think she's talking from. I think she could be talking from both sides. To be honest, I mean, bragging. You know, women can brag too.
So yeah, I know that. But what are some of the? I mean, but I don't think a woman gonna be like, yeah, I got this car, this Ferrari. I mean,
she might be like, I got this Gucci, or I got this Louis Vuitton.
This
what I'm saying
I got this Saint Laurent.
What I'm saying is, I mean, can we be real as men and say sometimes men don't care about none of that, right? A real man wouldn't care about what she brings to the table.
So that's the red flag. So that's that red flag
like,
they talk about.
I don't care about what the
might not be the one you want.
What's your what's your bra size? That's what we gonna ask stupid questions. That's a red flag right there, right? We're gonna ask stupid questions. Forget all that. What's your pants?
The next one, what you think about that, Solo? You know, about bragging. You know, is that something that would be a turn off on the first date? Would that be a red flag to you if somebody's bragging? Like she might be like, well, yeah, I work for the government and I'm making 6 figures, and you could be working for the post office making like 40,000. You know what I'm saying? Would you take that as her bragging,
or have no job?
Yeah,
actually, that would be dumb. Oh, let me let Solo go ahead, Solo.
I was just gonna say the more information, the better. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, let me know what you're doing. That's good. That ain't a bad thing, actually. I mean, only from a guy's perspective, it's arrogant, but from a female's perspective, I feel like women need praise anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you on the last statement, but the statement before though, like why the double standard?
I mean, women don't like a man to brag all the time. I mean, you want to be confident, not arrogant. But at the same time, it's like a woman, you know what I'm saying? We already kind of like, you know, head of everything, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to like being a president, when it comes to having certain jobs. Not saying that there's no thing as equality, but I mean, too much bragging from a man's perspective can look ugly. But from a woman's perspective, if she's, you know, she's confident in what she's done, and you know what I mean, I think it just depends on the person, because females nowadays, you know what I mean, they have long-term goals, and it takes a long time for them to actually fulfill long-term goals. So to hear them, you know what I mean, being achieved is actually an awesome thing. So I salute women that's bragging about what they doing, because it's hard for women to go back to college. It's hard for women to do certain things, especially if they have kids.
Yeah, no doubt.
If they have kids,
yeah, no doubt. I'm with you on that.
I have long-term goals too, Larry.
I disagree. I disagree with all of that.
The talent speaks for me. Said I hate a bragging butt ninja.
Exactly. This is why I would say that. See, it comes in like, I guess, age bracket or whatever, where you at in life. Because first of all, I don't want you to fall for me because of what I do. I don't want you to fall for exactly. I don't want you to be interested in me because I'm a lawyer or a doctor or anything like that.
You got 6.
I want you
in the bank.
Exactly. I don't want you to be. I want you to be into me because of who I am, not what I bring to the table.
Right.
And I think when people start saying, "Oh, I got this and I got that, I got this," that's not. First of all, it goes back to, I think we talked about this some time ago, and I was like, I feel sorry for entertainers. I feel sorry for celebrities. Mm-hmm. I feel sorry for people that's in the limelight that makes that type of money, because people are not falling in love with you because of who you are. They fall in love with you for what you can do. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And your status is. So basically, you will never experience unconditional love, because you wouldn't know what that feels like, because people are not coming to you because of who you are.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing, it's like,
the camera.
Oh, it's
like,
just trying to flip it off and on.
My bad, y'all. So
it's all good. Hit 3. Oh no, hit 3.
Hit 3.
All right, turn it up. Tilt it up. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, but yeah, they not.
Talent speaks to me. Said real quick before you go, when you brag, it's given. Look at me, and they complain that a woman only wants you for what you have. Well, hell, I wouldn't know what you had if you didn't lead me with it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I mean, and I don't get me wrong. I think with social, the world we live in today. I ain't gonna say world. This country we live in today. I guess so many people have seen, and with social media, they see it and they think this is what women want and what women, are swayed by. Especially when, like, let's say you got a guy or girl who've been through a lot of turmoil in relationships or things that didn't work out in marriages or whatever it may be. That's why I say it comes in age groups, and you're older. Sometimes they might think that's what a woman wants to hear, or that's what a man want to hear in order for, and that's why I say it's perspective, I guess. It's perspective, but me, I wouldn't even tell them anything about what I do, because I want you to get to know me for me, not because of what I do.
Right.
No doubt. Them some of the first questions that come up though, you know what I'm saying? What do you do? That's like,
and I'm gonna tell you honestly, that's fine. That part is fine. I'm not saying that part.
That's not the first question. The first question is how many kids you have. That's the first question. That's the first question that comes up, is how many kids you have. Then it comes up to what do you have? What do you do? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's what comes up.
So the next bulletin is negative X talk. So how y'all feel about that?
When we say negative,
so you're on your first
negative X talk. What do we?
Just down talking your ex, right?
Like that bleep ain't.
That son of a.
I think it's negative, pun intended, to bring up your ex when with somebody else in the beginning anyway, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean,
you know what I get every time, and I know y'all probably, it's always like, if you were an attractive person and you got your stuff together, right, and you got everything going for you, right, you got your stuff together, they will ask, so what happened in your past relationship? Why are you single? They say that. Right. They will ask, why are you single? And then it almost kind of push you into talking about, well, this is you don't got to go into detail, of course, but when you say, see, there's some red flags for me. I'm being honest, that I look at that other people might not look at. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that, because like my red flag is not necessarily what you're talking about. My red flag can be, let's say if I meet a attractive, I'm just hypothetically saying I meet an attractive young woman, and at our age, especially at older age, and they don't have no kids, never been married, none of that. that's a red flag for me. Because I'm like, wait a minute, like out of all 40 of your years, you mean to tell me you ain't no marriage, no kids, no nothing? Like, then I'm gonna ask more. I'm gonna dig, like, why? What's going on? Like, because that, to me, that is a flag. That's because I'm like, why? Exactly.
Why? No. Why is that a flag?
Because then it tells me something. It tells a lot about your character. It can tell a lot about your character, because that also means like you could be selfish, you could be wanting it your way, you can be controlling. It's a lot, because especially if you're attractive and you're single, like what, and never been married, never. Some we know as men, we could look at a lot.
It depends on the person. I mean,
that's what his perspective.
I was gonna say it depends on the person, because they could be. Some people have standards and morals,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at my sister. My sister's 37, 38. She's not married, no kids, but she got a master's degree. She got a 5-bedroom house. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna brag on her because she do hard work.
Now, who's this we talking about?
Right,
my sister.
Oh, your sister.
You know what I'm saying? But if you were to look at her, you'd be like, well, you know, something wrong. Well, really, ain't nobody stepping up to the plate that can match what she got. So it's like, she not gonna settle for somebody who ain't gonna be the lead if she already doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's a red flag, because how can I be the lead? You won't allow me to be the lead.
No, that's not saying that. It's not saying that. No. It's not. No, I didn't say. No, I didn't say she's not gonna allow you. I didn't say she's not gonna allow you. I said if the dude is not coming to the plate, it's not about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand something. It's one in a million. It's not that many guys that, you know what I'm saying, got their own place.
Now, say it again.
You know what I'm saying?
You're answering your own question. You saying she got standards, and you saying this. It's not that the percentage of guys. Guys that she's looking for is very slim. Right? Yeah. It's very slim. So basically, her expectations.
It's probably simple.
Change a little bit.
Well, it's simple. It's basically just have a job, have a car, and, you know, just at least be on your own a little bit. I mean, that's a little simple. I mean, if you 40 years old still living with your mother, and you know you can't invite nobody over and stuff like that, I mean, that's a red flag too. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised how many women I've come across that have problems with men because men ain't where they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. I mean, am I wrong? Why you laughing?
Continue.
Nah, I'm just saying because it's like, you'd be surprised how many women I talk to that really say, like, it's a lot of guys that are not stepping to the plate when it comes to having certain things in order. And this is the reason why you have a lot of single women that are not with somebody. And that's what people with kids too. You know what I mean?
Let me get to a couple comments for y'all. Go. Talent Speaks to Me said, my question is, how many baby mothers do you have? Laugh out loud. Said, just kidding. Lovely Liz said, turn off because you chose them at some time. Yes, but bashing them is not cool. Talent Speaks said, I get that a lot. Miss Lala said, she could be career driven, spent time in school, traveling, living life. Talent Speaks said, I have children, but I've never been married and I'm single. I get the you must be crazy speech. Lala said, that's right. She been working on her. Talent Speaks said, it's a red flag depending on the reason. Miss Lala said, you are right.
It is. It's a red, because as you grow, there's nothing wrong with growing. There's nothing wrong with taking care. You supposed to. That's growth. Right. But if it's for sustainable time, now we know, like, it's a difference between you doing it at 20 and a difference being you doing it at 40 and 50 years old. Once you hit that threshold, sometimes you've been so single for so long, you don't even know how to invite somebody else into your. It goes back to the conversation we had with the therapist. I don't know who it was, and he was like, "Wait a minute. If you don't have time, if you all about your business and you don't have time, then how can a man come into your life? Because you so busy worried about you. So how can a man? You remember he was talking about that? He said, so how can a man be invited into your world when your world only been about you for so many years? You don't know how to bring a guy or somebody, a significant other.
I think what it is that when you find women like that, they are intimidating to a weak man. You know what I mean? When you have a strong man, that's what women are attracted to, a strong man that's...
But are you saying that the man in this case that isn't meeting her expectations or doing what she's doing or better, weak? Or like, what
I mean by that, I don't mean by...
So, Talent Speaks to Me said, a complacent man with a lot of money is more dangerous to me than a broke man with rich dreams.
You speak, Talent. Speak it.
What I'm saying is that it's not about the money. We're not talking about. I didn't say about making money. I said about the position you're in. You know what I'm saying? You can work hard and work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? You could be a hard-working man working at McDonald's. I mean, my father did it for, when we were growing up. My father had 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? He found a way. That made him, you know what I'm saying? He felt like, you know what I'm saying, taking care of his family and doing that made him feel proud to come home. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the one thing is this. My father set the standard. So anybody that come in the picture, you got to meet that standard. You feel what I'm saying? It's like my father set a standard to where if you don't meet those criteria as a man, and this is the thing you got to look at too. If my father going to give you away, you gotta set the tone, because my father giving you away. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna step to any man I'm not gonna step to any man to ask for his daughter's hand in marriage if I ain't where I'm supposed to be. That's just biblical. How I look out of place and I can't take care of his daughter, or I can't put her in a place where, and he that's for any man. You got daughters. Oh yeah, I got daughters. Any man that is not capable of doing certain stuff, and it doesn't. He don't have to have the best job. He don't have to have this, but he's saying, hey, sir, I love your daughter. I want to be with your daughter, but I do A, B, and C. I'm a hard worker. I can respect you as a man. But if you land up in your mother's house and you ain't doing nothing, but your girl making all the bread and she doing all this stuff and she trying her best, you ain't no man to me. So it's like a two-sided.
But it depends on dynamic.
It depends on the dynamic, yeah.
Because you got some. These days you got some men that stay home. What they call it? I don't know. What's the term they look? They house husbands. Yeah, house husbands or something. They cook. It's the opposite.
Stay at home dad.
Yeah, they the opposite. They take care.
Well,
of the
I mean that
they do that, and it depends on the dynamic of the relationship.
But see, okay, so let's talk about that right there, because how I see a stay-at-home dad may be different from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? A stay-at-home mom may be perceived as they just do inside duties. In my house, where I grew up at, my father and us, as a man, I did everything. You know that. He know that. I did everything in my house, from cutting grass to taking out trash to dishes to everything, washing my own clothes. So being a home dad means I'm gonna do the whole house. I'm not gonna just do the inside.
I mean, the road change a little bit,
but at the same time, if your wife is at home, some women are not expected to go outside. You know what I mean? They just, you just do the inside work.
Yeah,
you do, the vacuum and clean. They're like, they're not going to cut the grass or do the lawn or anything unless it's like a, what is it? Like a social type of thing where they like, what do you call it? Like a hobby, like doing the yard or flowers and stuff. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just different. It's just,
It is different. It is what it is. It just depends on the
dynamics of what you were saying.
My wife ain't touching outside. I'm gonna be honest with you. My wife ain't touching outside. She ain't touching her car. She's not doing anything. I will handle all that. I will, but even if I was a stay-at-home dad, I still would handle all that. Because that's what I would do. I
think this is just me. I think you should allow her to do what she wants to do. So she, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying for you, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying?
Put gas in my car.
Well, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she may have a green finger, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She may want to do certain stuff at home where we're like, you know what? I want to go outside and do this. I don't want to just be stuck in the house. I want to do stuff. So, you know what I mean? As long as they're comfortable with doing it. Like, the one thing I hate is the whole equality thing, but then it's like limited on what you're supposed to do. Like, I hate that.
And equal ain't really equal.
I hate
not
equal. So
I
really don't like that.
So wait a minute. Let me paraphrase what you're saying here. You saying, damn it, woman, you need to get your butt out there and cut grass too, just as much as
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that
prime that lawnmower.
my thing is what I'm saying is that if we're gonna be equal, and call it equal, then call it what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
get outside.
No. You don't got to go outside. No, you don't got to go outside. That's not you know what I'm saying? Like, some people feel like, well, when does it come down to a place where it's gender roles? There's nothing in the book saying that taking out trash is a gender role.
So basically, you saying a woman need to take out trash?
No, she don't have to. But what I'm saying is that I think individuals need to stop saying, "Well, you the man, you need to do this." You see what I'm saying? Versus saying, "Well, look, no, if you don't feel comfortable with doing that, or you don't want to do that role, then I'll take on that role." But don't make it a gender thing because it's not gender.
Oh, so you don't like when a woman say, "You the man." You the man of the house.
Well, not just that. It's just saying, well, you the man. You supposed to take out the trash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
they say you the man of the house.
Yeah, well, a man can take out trash. A man can wash dishes. A man can wash clothes. A man can do a lot of stuff, just like a woman can.
Hold on, check it out. Go ahead. Check it out.
So my thing is that I don't want to limit a woman from what she believes in herself to do. Not saying she should do it.
I mean,
you see what I'm saying?
And you shouldn't. But what I'm saying is, you said two different things. You said I don't want somebody to say this is a man's job.
Yeah, don't call out an equality thing, and then you know what I mean. Don't say this is equal, but then you're categorizing something. You see what I'm saying? Let's be real. Let's keep it real.
Mm-hmm. This country is not equal when it comes to that. I can't stand when people say, "Oh, we're on it." No, we're not. Because if you go to any nightclub, they will say women free, but men got to pay. And guess what? If you're a woman, you ain't gonna say, "Oh, since the man paying, I need to pay too." You're not gonna say that.
Take this
exactly, right? Yeah. There's so many things. So do we believe that women should pay on the first date? There's a lot of things. We can say, okay, well then you the woman, you can. It's equal. So we going Dutch.
Some women want to go Dutch because they don't want to feel like that you are like have something over them.
Some women, and you're right, some women, but generalizing of man go take out a woman on the first date. Guess what? He's paying, right?
Yeah, that's the 100 years or whatever. Yeah,
they will say that's the man's job.
That's the man's job. So my thing is that
now when we go out, guess what? When we go out, you gonna open the door for me instead of me opening the door for you? That's a man's thing, right?
Pimping, baby. Pimping.
I mean, so we can't say it's not equal. It's not equal.
Okay, so let's look at the thing. And I know y'all seen this post before. I know y'all seen the post where the woman is on the knee and she's asking for her husband's hand, for fiance's hand of marriage.
Something good here.
And I mean, if we talking about what we talking about when it comes to equality, there was a lot of women that felt some type of way about that. And me personally, I didn't have a problem with it. It depended on the situation. It depended on the person, the guy. If the guy is not a good dude, then okay, they shouldn't be on the knee. But if he's an awesome dude, does he not deserve that as well? If the you know what I'm saying? Like,
baby, I deserve.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying I would want a woman to do that. But what I'm saying is that she recognized a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He probably could. He probably wanted to do that for her. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows when you're gonna get proposed to. That's not like you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna propose to you. So just make sure you know.
I would lean on the aspect of women probably propose to men because men aren't taking that step to propose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they comfortable in what they doing right then and there. They're not ready to take that step.
That could be it.
To take that step.
That could be it, and it may not be that. How do we know that?
At the same time, like, I understand what you're saying. Like, if you believe in equality, you know what I'm saying, and equal rights, and it shouldn't be a problem, I guess is what I'm saying, for a woman to propose if that's what she want to do.
Why would you downplay her because she decided to propose to a man that she felt like was the best thing that happened to her? Now granted, this is the thing that, you know, we look at when we look at equality, when we look at sex things like that. I look at it as like, well, you can't call for equality, and then when somebody does something like, oh, you shouldn't be doing, like, well, hold on, like, like you can't do that. Like, you either gonna be like, you know what, you either stand for what you stand for, or you don't stand for it all. Like, you can't do that. Like, that's just oxymoron to me.
You can't say this is we equal, but then when it comes to you the man or you the woman, nah. Mm-hmm.
So Talent Speaks to Me says, does he not deserve what? And she said, man, nah.
Everybody said, nope. No woman better not.
I mean, but then again, that's y'all perspective. Y'all going to sit here and probably down somebody who he probably wanted to do it to her. Like we don't know the situation. What if he was like, "Dag, I was going to do it to you, but you did it to me, and now you making me look bad." You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know the situation. We always want to look at a picture and be like, "Would you do this, ladies?" Okay. Well, guess what? The thing about it is this: if he's willing to do it for you, why can't you do it for him?
So Lovely Liz says, no judgment on others. However, for me, it's important for the man to propose because a man is getting on his knee when he is truly ready. Women mature a little faster, and rushing a man to marriage is a mistake. Child Speak for Me said, a man needs to propose. Miss Lala said, it's out of order for me. Child Speak for Me said, nah, I would never down anyone. I'm speaking personally for me.
So what can I say this too? When she ready?
Exactly. Can I say this though? Can I say this? How many guys you know went on one knee and then they not married now? Let's just keep it a bill. Like no. We so because he got on one knee, he was ready to get married.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
woke now.
Yeah. So let me tell this.
No, that kind of gets me though. It's like because he got on one knee, he was ready to get married and show you that he was married. But a year later, you divorced and you going through this. Where was all that at? When you know what I'm saying? Like I think we read too much into the traditional things of what somebody's supposed to do versus looking at the actual individual. Everybody's relationship and dynamics is not the same. So because he don't get on one knee, he's not worthy to marry you?
Isn't what we always say, and we talk like men, right? We men, right? Isn't we always say the wedding is for her? Don't we always say that?
That's facts.
So getting on one knee and proposing, isn't that for her? It's not really for us. It's for her.
So we got
So look.
Let me read.
I like what you said because I'm about to tell you something that my father told me.
Harmonizer said, in my opinion, based on how the Bible talks about the man should lead, even with proposals, the man should do that. Townsend says it's not about keeping it a bill. Don't ask for marriage out the blue. Ask questions. You know if she's not ready, you just don't want to pay attention to the signs. Miss Lala agreed with Harmonizer. And then Harmonizer said he's the leader, the head. Townsend says he that findeth a wife finds a good thing. Find me.
Well, I mean, we get that, but we're talking about a situation. Everybody's looking at it from that perspective, right? But at the same time, we judging somebody's situation because of how it looks. So we look at the man wrong because he didn't do it, right? When we don't know the situation. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it's like this. This is what my father told me. Now, everybody may be different. He said, when my daughter gets married, I pay for the wedding because I'm giving my daughter away. That's tradition.
Well,
but everybody don't do that. Everybody expect the man to go ahead and spend $6,000 to $10,000 for one day.
Wait.
6 to 10.
Solo.
20,000. 22. Goddamn, you spend about 30 or 40 grand.
So let me get this straight. So you say tradition, right?
That's tradition. So if we going based on it,
based on tradition.
If we go based on tradition.
You gonna go to somebody's father and ask them for their daughter hand in marriage right now? If you at this moment in your life, if you wasn't right.
If I would say this is what I would say. If I was in that situation and I knew that she was a good woman and that's what she wanted to do, yes, I would do that. I do believe in tradition. However, listen, I've been down that road. I've been down that road where I did that. I took the steps at an early age. But this is the thing though. This is what people got to understand. Just because you take those steps doesn't mean that everybody's prepared for what's to come next. You see what I'm saying? You can have everything set up the way you want. You can have, and y'all know that. You know what I mean? At the time when I did it when I was young, I did everything correctly.
When you was young.
When I was younger,
right now. No.
Oh, now?
We're not well, I'm not talking about when you're young, sir. I'm talking about right now at your age.
I wish I
would need to get approval from a
Well, this is no.
We got a question from Lovely Liz. The question to the fellas: would you be okay with your daughters proposing to their mate?
No.
So this what I'm gonna say. This what I'm gonna say on that. This what I'm gonna say. Let me. If I that's an awesome question. Listen, hold on. Listen, that's an awesome question.
So listen, Harmonizer said if he's proposing, it say I take you as my wife to provide and take care of you. And then Miss Lala said, good question.
That's a great question, but this is the thing though. are we in control of that situation? That's the crazy thing.
Well, I mean,
it's some people. Listen, at the end of the day, she could bring home somebody that I disapprove of.
Right.
Is it my? If I say no, she's still going to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what I like or not, it don't matter. It's what she has to figure out, and that's the thing.
But
I'm gonna tell you something.
Question though.
No. I'm answering it because in reality, I just said it. I would not like that, right? There's certain things I would not like, but if that's what she wanted to do, who am I to be like, no, you know you're wrong, right? Like, who am I to say that to her?
You messed up, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're her parent. I mean, you just said at the end of the day, like you said, she's going to do what she want to do anyway.
The world is so jacked up in 2022. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's right or wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying?
And so, I agree with you on that, though.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's, I mean, for real, the way we was raised growing up, you wasn't supposed to live with the girl anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
it was.
Believe in that, buddy.
Huh?
I me too, but I don't believe in that, buddy.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, when you dating somebody, like, my mother had a hard time when I was dating this homegirl and I moved in with her. I had just bought my house. I was making good money. Everything I moved in, my mom and them was pissed off at me because I didn't do it the right way in their eyes. But in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, would I want my daughters to go through that? That's tough. I don't know. I don't know if I would want them to go through that same process and then get hurt and then, have to move back home and just a whole bunch of, but you gotta let them be.
You gotta let them go through that process.
So Ms. Lala said, point proven. Lovely Liz said, good answer, Jody. Miss Dawson said, laughing yep. Then she said, Miss Dawson continues to say, if my daughters felt strongly and the man/woman proved that they love my baby girl, then I'll support them.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, what can you say? This time around is, you know what I'm saying? Like, these times around is crazy. You know what I'm saying? These times are. I mean, I can honestly understand now how my family felt about stuff back then because I'm a parent now. I get it. At first, I was just like, y'all tripping. But in reality, they were not tripping. They just saw future. They saw like what could come to pass if you don't get certain things together. You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel like, how do you feel then about your daughters living with someone else beforehand?
That is a great question. That is an awesome question. I cringe. I cringe because I even do this with my sons.
But is it a
hold on? Thing? It's both. Yes, okay. It's both. But I even do this with my sons. I don't want my sons to do that either because I don't want somebody else's daughter to go through that either. Because I have a daughter.
Go through what though?
Just a process if it don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Or going through the process of moving with somebody. And
at the end of the day, I don't mean to cut you off, but at the end of the day, if they grown, they gonna do what grown folks do. That's how I feel though as a parent. That's not saying that we all gonna feel a certain way, but like I said, at the end of the day, they are grown and they gonna do what they gonna do.
This is coming from somebody that don't got no daughters. This is coming from somebody that don't got no daughters.
If I had a daughter,
but you got a niece though.
Yeah, I got a niece, and I'm gonna have that shotgun and that 9 milli waiting at the door. So it's gonna be like Martin back in the day, on Bad Boys. But I mean, I would say when they get to a certain age, you know what I'm saying, if you raising them right and you teaching them, you know what I'm saying, first and foremost, you should be the first man that your daughter ever encounters anyway. So she should know how a man is supposed to treat. So, you know what I'm saying, once she leave the coop, you shouldn't have no, you know what I'm saying, they're going to make their mistakes because that's what everyone does. Everyone leaves and makes mistakes.
Let me tell you, with a man.
Real quick, we're going to get this comment real quick. YouTube, Ray Official said, in the old days, if you got a girl pregnant, you were expected to get married and cause a lot of heartache and pain.
True.
With a man that has grown daughters, let me tell y'all, the only thing that I require out of them is, as long as you keep growing, and I mean in your personal growth, that means education, that means as long as you independent, you take care of yourself, you got your priorities together. I don't care what you do. That's not, as long as you're able to be independent and take care of yourself. That's all I ask a parent.
But see, that's all I ask. That's the only. And, that's the biggest thing, though.
The main thing, and then I tell them this: babies, please don't do something that'll get your father in prison. That's all I say.
So we got a couple of comments. Charles Williams says, if it don't work out, charge it to experience. Learn to make changes where changes need to be made.
And that's the way you do it.
Harmonizer said, common law relationships last longer than actually being married on paper. That is true.
Yeah.
That's what
it is. Because you get that opportunity.
But listen, I don't care. Listen. And Harmonizer, that's my brother right there. I love that dude. But let me tell you something. Ain't nobody playing house with my daughter and then acting like, no, we not doing that. No, look right now. Look, if my daughter, listen, let me say this: if my daughter want to play house, go play house over there. Don't call me, please. Don't call me and say, "Daddy, this." Listen, because listen, because you know why I'm saying this, because I have a sister, right? And we all have cousins and stuff. And we used to hit a rule like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? You can go over there. The dude could be smacking the mess out homegirl, right? Out your cousin or whatever. But she's still going to go back to him because she love him. So all you doing is just putting yourself in a worse of a predicament because she's going to automatically go back. If you know you in some type of situation like that, and this is just the bad side, please just leave me out, because I can't have that heartache of just, you know what I'm saying, of wanting to just keep, because if you're going to keep going back to homie, that's going to be a problem. But if he's like a good dude and he a good guy, that's different. But if you're dealing with somebody that's on some nonsense, I ain't got time. Yeah, I just can't do it. Just can't do it.
Yeah, but I just don't get it, bro. If you talking about the whole shacking up thing and playing house, but like if they not together, ain't nothing stopping that. The only thing is that they not together 24/7. They still gonna be doing everything that they not doing when they together.
Okay, so but this is how I feel about it. If he's man enough to come live with you, he's man enough to marry you. So what? So you can live with her, but she's not wifey material to you?
No, man. It's just like
what?
You need to know if she's a dirtbag or not, bro. You need to know if she.
That should have been. Look, listen. A rule of thumb is you. Listen, a rule of thumb is you don't go moving with a dirtbag.
How you gonna know if she's the dirtbag, bro?
If you don't live with her.
Yeah. So
Harmonizer said, totally different person unless you live with them. You won't know who they are.
I get that.
I won't know who they are.
So Harmonizer said,
what you? Hold on. Let's clarify dirtbag. What you mean dirtbag? What you mean by that?
Does she
like dirty the house?
Yeah. No. Does she leave syrup on the counter? Does she go to bed with dirty dishes?
Do she leave her drawers in the bathroom?
That's gonna always be though. No matter what.
Syrup on the counter.
But listen. So listen. But if you really think about it in that perspective of what you're saying, then that means you're going to be just hopping from relationship to relationship because everybody ain't doing what you're doing.
So we got some comments real quick. Hold on. Harmonizer said, my sister had a common law marriage for over 20 years and the marriage lasted less than 5. Lovely Liz said, laugh out loud. Harmonizer said, it's all about standards and morals. Ms. Dawson said, laughing my butt off. Facts. Plus, sex is definitely important, so you can't be marrying them without testing the product.
Wow. You can see I'm married. So.
I guess that product was tested beforehand.
For a lot of people, for a lot of people, that's important, man.
Yeah,
you ain't. That's part of it too.
Yeah.
And like
that's not always true. Because you may come across somebody who got beliefs and don't want you to test the product until they get married. Is that a wrong thing? I don't think that's wrong at all. I think that's awesome if somebody wants to wait until they get married. So do we downplay the person because they want to wait till they get married?
It's not a downplay. It's not a downplay, but you downplaying the person that don't want to wait.
No, I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. No.
Yes, you are.
No. Listen. No. I never said that. What I'm saying. No. Listen. What I'm saying is that I don't want any of my kids to have to go through a place of wasting time with something if it's going to cause more issues and problems. Even though it could be a learning experience. Some things you don't have to go through. You see what I'm saying? There's certain situations you don't have to put yourself through.
But that makes sense. You won't know
until you go through it.
There you go.
Some people Some people you can see clear as day if you date.
No. Like you know what? Love is a blinder. You know what I'm saying? Lust is a blinder.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying? Yes. You can see it, but they can't see
Exactly.
it. I mean, I have family members and loved ones that are with somebody that we
probably can see clear as day.
He is trash.
You can see that when he walked in the door.
But you know what? That's who you choose to be with, so you keep on being with them. You gonna find out. Eventually, they'll come back and be like, you know what? I should have listened to you when you told me.
No, don't call me. Don't call me. I don't want to hear. I don't want to talk. I don't want no conversations with it.
But you can't be like that, man, because everybody's got to learn. You got to be that. If you're talking about your daughter, right?
I'm talking about this is a general thing.
Even in general. If it's your daughter or if it's your sister or if it's your cousin, whatever the case may be, you got to be that blanket for when they come back to be like, okay.
So how many times have somebody called you and you said it over and over to them and you getting tired of saying the same old thing to somebody? I'm pretty sure you got some people in your life that you said it 100 times. 100 times. And it's like,
and I'm there 101.
There you go.
That's good for you.
Hey,
that's good for you. That's good for you. No, that's good. Sometimes you just gotta remove yourself from the situation. Some things ain't healthy to just continue to. You can't save everybody.
No, it's not about trying. You just got to be that listener. Sometimes people just need that listening ear.
Boy, you about to get me. Boy, say that again, B.
And it could be that 101 time that they get.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Wow,
you just gotta,
you get it right. I ain't got time. I don't got time. This is too much.
Honestly, listen what I'm saying, and this is the honest truth. If they're calling him and he listened 100 times, they already know.
Yep.
They already know. And they're just looking for a shoulder to lean on. That's it. They are somebody to listen. That's.
I mean,
they already know.
I mean, but it's getting to the place where it can get old saying the same old thing.
And that's fine.
Over.
That's fine.
And
but
you don't have to keep repeating.
That's your daughter, right?
Look,
you can't give up on your daughter.
No, indeed.
Listen.
I don't see you giving up on your daughter.
Yeah, you can't give up on your daughter.
Nigga, you don't know me. It's like, nigga, you don't know me. I'm playing. Nah, look, I'm not going to say I'm not going to give up on my daughter, but I will say this, though. Like, if I warn you about something, like, I just don't have time for the nonsense. I'm a no-nonsense person. So some people, no, I'm being 100 grand with you. Some people can just be cool. Like, you got the people that can be cool and they, you know what I mean, they don't intervene. I'm not that one. There is no gray line for me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, it's either I go to jail or I don't go to jail. And I'd rather not deal with it because I know me. I know I'm hot. I will jump out there and I probably will kill you, man. And I'll be locked up somewhere. But that's just me.
I'm gonna give you a prime example, and I don't like to throw your business too much out there, but I'm gonna say something. How many times you stay on your oldest son?
Now,
how much do you stay on your oldest son?
Now I stopped.
But
I stopped.
How much was you staying on your oldest son? All the time.
100 times.
No.
And he's your son.
No, listen. So listen. Since you want to bring that up, no, it got to the place to where I had to stop because it's like it's beating a dead horse, right? You get tired and you get drained from saying the same thing over and over again. And it's like, you can't, no matter how much you want somebody to see what you seeing and doing what you're doing, you just, it's fate. It's in God's hands. That's what I had to realize. When he turned 18, I want to leave. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you want to mouth back at me and you want to tell me because you a man now, because you 18. Okay. Do what you got to do. Do it. Show me what you can do then.
Yeah, but that's letting them go and make those, if it's going to be mistakes, right? Letting them learn. And I'm going to give these two because I did the same thing. There's comments on YouTube. Ray Official said they have to learn on their own. And then he also said you give up on people in the street, not your kids. Not saying that you giving up, but I'm saying that like you allowing your son to go out there and be on his own isn't necessarily giving up, because if he come back to you, like you still there. Like B was saying, you still there to listen and to give guidance.
Okay, so
right.
It's okay. So this is the thing. If are we wanting to listen to the guidance? That's the question. Are we wanting to take heed to the guidance? And listen. Okay, so this is the thing. If you have a child that's like in a place of just rebelling all the time, right? it's going to get to a place where you're going to get drained and you're going to get tired of it.
Right.
You're going to get tired, especially if they're mouthing off at you because they're mad at their situation and they're putting the blame on everybody else because of the situation because they made a choice. Mm-hmm. It's not that I can see if they're like, you know what I mean, they're a weaker type of child and they have no way out. You know what I'm saying? And the person's just like, you know what I mean, like controlling them and things like that. That's a different.
So we got a comment from JB there. It says, my parents, especially my dad, was there for me every time I came back battered and bruised. But I needed that. I learned from that situation, but I remember my parents being there till this day.
Yeah.
So,
but what bro's saying is like, yeah, you saying like you done talking to him, right?
Yeah, the tired.
What he's saying is you haven't given up because if he comes back to you, you still gonna be there to listen. That's what he's saying.
And it depends. Yeah, and it has to depend on. Yeah, and it has to depend on the situation.
That's what he's saying. You
and it has to,
up,
but it has to. And it has to depend on the situation. Yeah, it depends on the situation because, I mean, I'm not a female. I'm a male. Okay. I had. Yeah. So when I was growing up, my father had rules and guidelines for me. My father said, if you ever get locked up, don't call on me to bail you out because I didn't put you in there. So if I did get locked up, I never called them to bail me out. I never said, Dad, I need you. I need this, that, because at the end of the day, I put myself in that situation. He didn't.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know what you was about to say.
But at the same time, I understand what he was coming from when he said that. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I had a cousin that got bailed out every time by our family that was there for him, 20, and he used them. Every time he got locked up, every time he did something stupid, he was always coming back, I need this, I need that. And they will always give it to him. You know where he's at right now? Serving 35 to 40 years right now. He didn't learn from that situation. There's certain people that just don't learn from those type of situations. Some people need hard love. Some people need to soft. It just depends on the child or the person. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you, but and at the same time though, it's up to us as the parent to because as your children grow, right, you can tell which ones need certain things, right?
Exactly.
So it's up to us to be able to discern what kind of love or how, if we gotta give them tough love in this situation or that situation or show compassion, you know what I'm saying? So, but in every situation is not going to be the same, but you know, it's
it's definitely not, especially if you, and the difference is if you have a respectful child, it's going to be easier. It's going to be easier to be in somebody's corner. But if you got a child that's mouthing off and he want to bug up at you and he want to step in your face, or your daughter want to step in your face and say you ain't this, you ain't that, boom, 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 it's a little different. It rub a little different. It come off a little different. So we're not going to play like it's everybody perfect. No, it don't work like that. It don't, you got the good kids. You got kids that are very polite and very respectful. And then you got kids that don't give a crap at all. You know what I'm saying? But they expect you to give a crap every time, but they don't give a crap. So it's like, it's like there's, to me, I totally get where you're coming from. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's based on the individual and the child too at the same time. The
dynamic of the family. It depends on the dynamic of the family.
Yeah. I'm going to hit this last comment and we can switch over to the next jump. The Ray official said, we have to learn to just listen and not speak. As long as we keep telling them what to do, we're causing them to do the opposite of what we say. Once we stop talking, they will see what we're saying.
Fact.
And if all else fails, I'm burning the whole house down.
That's how he said I had to fight my oldest.
But, everything going.
We've been going on that for a hot minute. So it's about 10 minutes after the hour, and we're gonna jump into this Thanksgiving edition. You know what I'm saying? We got a few topics that we want to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Y'all chime in if you feel. The first thing is it kind of goes hand in hand. What we've been talking about is if you're in a new relationship or whatever the case may be, do you bring your new boo to Thanksgiving?
Boy, we hitting the topics today, ain't we? Woo! Wow.
So the question at hand for those that are listening, that are out there in IG land, YouTube land, this is Thanksgiving. Happy early Thanksgiving to you all. I got my turkey unthawed because I'm a deep fry that bad boy. But do you bring your new boo to Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, I hope so. You know what I'm saying? Wifey brought me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but see, you got the relationship that's just everything is just so smooth, like.
No, it's not, bro.
But at the same time, bro,
problems. We have every relationship has problems, bro.
No, yours don't. Yours is beautiful. Yours is
every
beautiful.
relationship has
I don't want to hear it.
Every now and then, man.
I don't want to hear it.
You know.
No, but I mean.
So
it goes
before you go, Miss Lala said, "Not if they haven't met him before. That is not the day for introductions."
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
Okay, so it goes back to dynamics because you could have been talking about this individual to your family for months, and then the perfect time is a gathering like that because.
I was gonna say.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, cause you was gonna say the same thing. Because I was gonna say, not everybody is doing everything the same anymore like it was back in the day. Like back in the day, you may have family reunions, you may have parties, you may have had certain things to get together.
Charles Beasley said that's where Solo going to get proposed to.
Nah. He funny. Nah, but my thing is
gravy.
Oh. Nah, I mean, but my thing is just like. You know what I mean? It can go two ways with that. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how long you've been dating the person. Depends on if the person, some people are not ready to meet other people's family. You know what I mean? The situation I have is your family receptive of meeting this person? Are they ready to meet the person? You could have been in a relationship, and I'm pretty sure people have been through this, where you could have been in a bad relationship and they're not ready to meet nobody else new right now. They're not ready to meet anybody you got going on, or hey, I done been through a lot of your relationships right now. The next person, I just don't trust your judgment with who you bring around.
Or that is 1,000% true.
Or
that's true.
Or you always got those couple family members that's straight roast session, and your man finna get roasted when he comes.
I mean, but guess what though? That sometimes that's an initiation to know if he can hang.
Right.
If he, you know what I'm saying? If he come in there and he roasting with him and he fit right in, he be like, I like this dude. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the dynamics of the family, but at the same time, it's like I feel like it just depends on the person, man, on how long you've been dating. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how long you've been dating. I feel like Thanksgiving is a good time to meet family, because I'm gonna tell you why I say that. That person, I got a real close friend of mine. His mother and father is gone. Where is he going for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
If this girl say, hey, honey, I know you ain't got nowhere to go, you can come be a part of my family, I think that's fire. It just depends on the dynamics of the relationship.
JB there says Solo bringing her with her ankle socks with the fuzzy ball.
Who said that?
JB there.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Don't sleep on what I do, okay? Trust me. They normally stay for the long haul.
He gonna put that thing on the table.
Look, listen. That's why I do get proposed to. She's right. That's why I get proposed to with the gravy. I bring the socks, and they stay for 20 years or plus. They stay around for a long time. Believe that. But anyways.
So no, I think you said valid point. All of what you said is valid. Like it could be so many different
things. It could
be where the person is toxic and they always got a different person,
and don't nobody want to deal with
family
that.
Don't want to do, and it could be where they lost family. It could be so many different reasons. So you're right. However, I mean, I think when a person, it has to be serious for a person to say, invite somebody over for a family with Thanksgiving. To me, it has to be like, oh man, this is serious. Like if you about to meet the family, because think about it, on holidays like that, a lot of family comes from out of town. So they might don't get to see them often. So they probably like, oh, I want you to meet introduce you, because you might not see them for a whole nother year or whatever.
Exactly.
So it depends. It just depends. But I mean, a thing like Thanksgiving, that means it has to be serious. It has to me. Oh yeah, to me, it's serious.
You ain't bringing your boo to Thanksgiving.
I mean, it may not be serious.
Yeah,
it could be a friend. You know what I mean? That they just started dating, and it was like, I just want. I mean, no.
I'm just saying, for me, I'm like, I don't know, man.
I mean, it just depends on the situation. It depends on the gathering. It can go a lot of ways with that. You know what I mean? On the dynamics. I mean, me personally, I don't know if I would want to meet folks on Thanksgiving Day for the first time, knowing that they didn't want to meet me. If they didn't want to meet me, I'm sure not want to.
But how would you know that?
I don't care.
I mean, they ain't gonna tell you. They ain't
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you can get the vibe from your girl. You can get the vibe. I'm gonna tell you how you know that, because your girl gonna tell you if they invited you or she invited you. So, prime example, if your girl be like, "Hey, babe, you want to come to Thanksgiving? My mom invited you." Okay, then let me know that she interested. But if you say, "Hey, babe, I know you ain't got nowhere to go. Did you want to come?" Well, before we do all that, who's gonna be there, and do they know I'm coming?
It don't matter to me because I'm dating her, not the mother.
So
I get that, but what I'm saying is that you don't want to go somewhere for the first time, you know what I'm saying, and be in somebody's house, and it's awkward for you because you know what I'm saying, you're really not welcome. They don't know you coming. You know what I'm saying?
So
it will feel easier, like, okay, they want me to be there.
Miss Lala said, for me, it's a busy day. Some people may not be comfortable on their own in that environment. Lots of people, lots of noise, cooking, cleaning could be uncomfortable. So,
as long as y'all can cook, I'm good.
Plate before I will. My family.
But then it's her or his job to make you comfortable. Like
that's
think,
it right there too.
That's her or his job to make you comfortable. Like, I'm not gonna just if I got my girl, I'm not gonna just see her just sitting there by herself and I'm just busy with the family and she just sitting there just all a
lot of people do that right there. That's a big one.
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I kind of did that with my wife a couple times when we first started. You know what I'm saying? When we first got together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would go back because all the men be back in the back room, you know what I'm saying? And all the women out there. So, you know what I'm saying? Hindsight 2020, looking at it, I was like, dang, you know, maybe I shouldn't have left her alone like that. But, you know, sometimes when you get around family and you ain't seen them in a long time, and
you get distracted.
You like, she gonna be all right. You know, she cool. They'll like her, you know what I'm saying? So you go on. So, I mean, you know, you got to put devil's advocate on that.
Women are different from guys when it comes to meeting them. Understand that a lot of women don't have a lot of female friends. So they're not about to take on no new females that don't like them. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? They're not about to do that.
She said, what if the family is still friends with the ex? They may not want to meet the new boo. And then that's people do it all the time.
Before you go there,
that's a good one.
Ray Official says Solo gonna bring him the Golden Corral.
They just they roasting you.
That's fine. They can roast me all day.
That's the spot. That's the spot.
Wait a
Thanksgiving
minute.
special.
That's a good one though.
Roast
What
session.
if the family's still friends with the ex? They might not want to meet the new boo. Ooh.
Yeah, that's.
But see, that's what I was just talking about before. About, you know, somebody don't want to deal with your ex, or you mad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the sad thing is, don't be around them. They be like, yo, whatever happened to so and so? Oh, goddamn. God dang.
I was about to say that to them.
I liked her.
All in front of the girl. They like, what happened to Tanya? I mean, what happened? Y'all were so good together. I thought y'all was going to get married.
Exactly. Wasn't you engaged to her like last year? As a matter of fact, you got the ring on. You got her ring on right now.
They be snitching like,
I know. You got her diamond ring on. This is hers.
Oh, you got some dirty aunts out there, boy.
Exactly.
We got another
dirty
comment from YouTube. Tia Glenn said we loved her from the jump.
Yeah. You got some.
That's awesome. Yeah, they.
What's up, Auntie? Appreciate you.
They do it. That's what they do.
Dirty aunts.
They gonna sit there and just put you out there.
He right. He said, "Ain't that the ring that you?"
That's the ring you gave the last girl. You must. It was a $5,000 ring. I wasn't getting it. The next one was going to get it. That's what was going to happen.
How many you gonna give him to, baby?
And then baby said, "Baby, so this like the fourth girl you didn't bring to Thanksgiving."
That's But you know what though? It's funny you say that, because I think people do that just to see if family gonna approve of who they dating. So, and if they don't like them, they can come back and be like, yeah, look, he wasn't the one. Go ahead and drop that sucker.
So Talon Speaks to Me said, I'll interact and get to know the family. Miss Lala said, another holiday, another date. And JV says, thanks, Tia. I love y'all too.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all feel that if
Miss Lala
you go to the lady's house, or the lady's family's house for Thanksgiving, should she make a plate for you, or should you go make your own plate?
Oh man, you done jumped over the topics on me. Go ahead. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead. What you say now?
So
I'm talking about it's Thanksgiving.
I'm talking.
Let's
roll with it.
The question is if I'm with my new boo, right, and I go to her family's house for Thanksgiving, should she make me a plate, or should I get up and make my own plate?
You want me to go first on that?
You can go first.
Oh, you want to go?
No.
P, what you want me to do? P, you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Go first.
Go ahead, bro.
She better make a plate because I would make her plate if it was vice versa. Like if she was over mine, I will make her plate. I want her to feel as comfortable as possible. So that's why it goes back to we saying make them feel as comfortable as possible. I will hope that she will make my plate.
I think that's the most sexiest thing a woman could
Wouldn't
do.
it be? Oh,
It's the most sexiest thing. You bring back some mac and cheese, greens, and then whatever, girl. You get them.
So Miss Lala said she makes the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You make the plate.
Yeah.
You got, and then I look at it as vice versa. If I invite her, I will make.
Why you laughing?
I would say this.
Bro,
at
just be
least
chuckling.
give me
wrong with you?
At least like ask me, do you want me to make my plate? Because sometimes I'm picky and I don't want my green bean juice running on my
I mean, but at the same, but listen,
right?
hold on, but listen, but this is somebody, this is somebody new though. But this somebody new though. This is new boo. So
but she should know you though. Even if
maybe
if
not
it's somebody-
there.
not that, not with the green bean juice. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing. Most of the time, though, she will ask you, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
We got this, we got that, you got that.
True,
And then you would
true.
say, "Don't let my green bean juice run over my turkey." And all
give me
that.
2 plates,
And
please.
then
Just give me
put
2
my
different
gravy on the
plates.
side, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But see, then I think you'd be nitpicking instead of just first be like, you know what, thank you, baby, thank you. You're doing the most now.
That's
I done already bought you a plate. She about to embarrass you in front of everybody. You know what, give me this plate now.
What's the blue
I can tell you right now. Listen what I'm about to tell you.
Why you ain't tell me that before I made
Listen,
it?
I'm about to tell you. She gonna make that plate. You know why she gonna make that plate? You know why she gonna make that plate? Because she gonna show you off in front of her whole family. So she gonna make that
Baby,
plate.
I got a good man.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, you got a good woman when she make that plate, but you better not mention that bean juice. You be jacked up for that. What you mean the green bean juice? You know what? Give me the plate. Give me the plate.
You know what? That's what you get. You know what? Get the hell out.
Yeah, exactly. And then don't let her honor her sister be in the corner. I knew it was him all along. You see how he acted with the bean juice to her?
Oh, he ain't no
No,
good.
he ain't no keeper.
That's another
He ain't no
one.
keeper.
There you go. She gonna go through another one. He ain't no good.
He's sitting there crying over some bean juice. There you go.
Matter of fact, you know what? Tanya like the bean juice. Didn't Tanya like the bean juice? See, that's why I like Tanya better.
Her green beans was better than hers.
Oh man, y'all got my head hurt.
You should have kept Tanya. She like her greens.
We got a few comments.
I like the greens.
Tyler
I don't know.
Stevens said, "I'm making the plate. I'm making a plate even at his family's house. Sit down, baby. I got you."
I know that's right.
Miss Law said that would be the last plate I make.
You see what I'm saying with the green bean? I told you.
I'm gonna call you no bean juice.
No bean juice Glenn.
Your dirty aunt. Your dirty aunt come from the back. He didn't like the beans.
I know.
Tanya liked the beans. She loved my beans. I don't know.
Who invited him? Who invited this man?
Oh shoot!
I guess I'll go ahead and leave.
Keith Gallagher said, "Y'all cutting up." Tyler Stevens said, "I got to bring the plate, the socks, and the ring."
God dang it. God, you ain't got to do all that. Just bring the plate. God dang it.
Oh, this is a question. Let's say it's something that don't taste good. Do you comment at the house? Do you comment?
In secret.
You say what? Say it again. What's the question?
Okay, that plate is brung to you, right?
Man, I ain't saying nothing.
Hey, look.
It's just dripping. It's just gonna be dripping to the side.
Hey, but you
this is
gonna
after marriage though. Like, 'cause I went, I went to wifey family Joe.
You gotta say that 5 years later. You remember when he took me to your mother's house? I couldn't stand the bean juice.
Hey, wifey, we went to her family Joe in Connecticut, and I don't know who
made that nasty potato salad.
This is the other side that made this joke. And I was like, look, baby, this ain't hitting right here. This is not hitting.
What you mean it's not hitting? You know what time? Look, do not act up in public right now. I'm just saying. Baby, I'm saying.
Key Gallagher said, "No, you fold the paper plate in half and sneak it in the trash."
That's exactly what
Miss
you do.
Lala said, "Send a text, whisper, please don't say it out loud."
No. What you do is just say.
Miss Dawson said, "No, he didn't."
What you do is in B Glenn situation, you just say, "Hey babe, can you just give me another plate, please?" Because this one is soggy. They play the soggy. That's all. I just want to make sure the bee juice is going through.
We got one from Ray Official on YouTube said, but if you at her place and get up to make your plate and hers, you walking out a winner with all the females in the house.
I will say this. This what I will say. This is what I will say. If the female fellas, I don't know who in here, but if a female come to your house, you better make her plate first before you make yours. Do not make it. You will not sit down like, baby, you want something to eat? You want to share this turkey with me?
You was always like, damn, you ain't even.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if she say I'm not hungry, it's a wrap. She leaving you the next day. Yeah, I'm not hungry. What you mean you're hungry? Oh Lord. Oh God. It's a wrap.
Nah, bro. Nah, you got to make that plate, bro.
So make it. So what's y'all's favorite dish for Thanksgiving time? You know what I'm saying?
What's y'all's favorite?
Big Glenn, Mrs. Glenn got a pie in the car. I think I want that pie. I want that apple pie that you just got there.
That's your favorite dish?
Bro.
Yeah, I do too. I'm greedy, bro. I like it all, man.
Yeah, man.
Only thing I don't want is what you got? The purple. What's the purple joint? What is it? What is it?
Cranberry?
I can't do cranberry.
What?
Yeah, I can't.
You don't like the cranberry with the stuffing, bro?
There ain't no room on the plate for cranberry. That's the cranberry juice right there. I do not want no cranberry juices. I don't want on my plate.
Look, don't bring me no shepherd's pie.
Talent speaks to me says seafood, mac and cheese. All right.
Oh, that sounds good.
Kid Gallagher said Auntie Eileen said deep fried turkey. That's what I'm doing. I'm frying a turkey. Yeah.
Shout out to
that's the best way to have it.
Yeah. Shout out to
stuffed bell peppers.
Oh wow, what is that?
Stuffed bell peppers.
Okay.
Yeah.
They haven't, man. Y'all sound like y'all not even They not even having Thanksgiving. That sound like a lunch meal. Like bring a lunch.
JB said no cranberry.
He said shepherd's pie. What is the bell pepper? Stuffed pepper. That sound like something you would bring to lunch. Like
I mean, when you think about it, you got your normal. You got your macaroni and cheese. Right, you gotta have some good macaroni and cheese. You got the mashed potatoes and gravy. You gotta have some stuffing.
Got the candied yams.
Yeah, or the sweet potatoes.
Better not have no dry turkey. I tell you that.
You gotta have potato salad. It's gotta be grandma's potato salad, or your aunt with the big fat under the arm that can whip that joint. Baby, this gonna be the best potato salad you ever had in your life.
They gotta be whipping that.
She put her whole arm in that joint.
No,
I guess you got to do a ham. You know, ham and turkey.
You know what's good though? I'm gonna tell you what's good, and we don't do this anymore because my uncle passed. But both of them actually, we used to do smoked duck. Smoked duck.
Never had it.
Yo,
I never had
and
that
your smoker, you better do it. You better have smoked duck, smoked ham, and smoked turkey in there. It's a wrap.
Gotta be Granny's potato salad, Miss Lala said. Absolutely, Granny's potato salad got to be on there.
And homemade rolls. Homemade rolls.
What about
cornbread too?
Cornbread. Oh,
well, what about the collard greens though?
Collard greens.
You gotta get the green.
Man, I'm greedy, man. I need it all. Collard greens.
Okay, so
hey, hold on. You want cornbread? Look. Wifey make a bomb honey butter cornbread, bro. I'm
trying
to tell you, my guy.
I told you. Didn't I just say? I just said everything is perfect on this side. Look, I just say that. I just said. You know what?
Jesus.
Baby make a great cranberry sauce too. Baby make a great cranberry sauce. You gonna love it, Solo. I know you don't like it, but she make a dope cranberry sauce.
Child speaks with me too.
The butter, the milk.
Look, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna bring you some, and you gonna eat that. You gonna eat it on live. You gonna eat it on live and tell me what you think.
Or we're gonna fold it and put it in the trash.
Look. Thank you, Miss Dodson. This was awesome. This was great. You got a glass of milk? You got a glass of milk right now?
He gonna be like, bros, look at that.
Look, Kobe.
Like that cornbread was good. That cornbread was good.
No camera on.
Oh shit!
Is that Miss Dawson? Kobe.
So tell us, me that we have ham deep fried. Oh Lord!
Oh my God! I want to try that. I saw that online. They deep fried the ham, man.
No, she just said ham, but you went with it, so hey, we gonna go with it.
Because you said
I can't see what else because I clicked out the daggone thing. My bad.
time is it?
Deep fried ham is
still on.
Good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, it's still on.
You, man.
We've been going live for a while, so it should still last a little longer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
So y'all not gonna be coming for my boo like that, dog.
Kobe!
so
Glass your milk, please.
Oh my God, y'all crazy, man.
Choking. I got a corn stuck in my
one. Let's do what are y'all thankful for, man? You know what I'm saying? This is Thanksgiving 2022.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm thankful for my boo.
and that cornbread. You gonna eat that cornbread. You gonna eat it.
You know, I like to thank, there's people that I like to thank. I like to thank my boo, my baby.
I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
my wifey. Yo, she did everything for me. Cornbread, no, baby. They killed cornbread.
Everything, bros. Everything that bro said. Look, somebody, I'm glad we could joke like this because Miss Dawson is an awesome woman.
Yo.
You know, this is bros. We could be like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we could be like this. We could be like, yeah, you know, last week somebody just got shot. Well, you know, Miss Dodson had said to me yesterday that that's the reason why I love her.
Hey, look, let me tell y'all, we joke about Miss Dawson, but in all honor, Yolanda, thank you so much. We appreciate everything you've done for us with the material, with the logo, everything. You've done so much. Keep going. We really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting us. I know we give, y'all a little crap because for real, y'all are the perfect example of a nice, what marriage is supposed to be like and what it can be. And continue to just show everybody what marriage is supposed to look like.
We could tell, Bros like the cornbread because he was skinny when we first met him. Now, Bros looking like Bros.
Yeah. So I mean, to say what I like to say, I'm thankful for first and foremost family, man. You know what I'm saying? Thankful for family. I'm thankful for God for just continuing to bless us all, man, and to keep us in His care. I'm thankful for you fellas. You know what I'm saying? Because this starting this podcast has been a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So I'm real thankful this Thanksgiving, man. For the wife, for the kids, good health, wealth, and the loved ones, and everybody on here joining us today, man. Appreciate everybody on YouTube and IG. That shows that y'all love us and we love y'all back.
Yeah. And I'm thankful. This year, 2022, has really been a high for me. God had really blessed me this year, graduating from college and doing a lot of things, starting a lot of different ventures, starting a podcast. Really been a blessing for me. So I'm very thankful that God had blessed me to achieve the things that I've achieved. So
let us know in the comments what you're thankful for. I mean, to be honest with you, we all got a lot to be thankful for. I mean, 2 years ago, we was all in the house. We couldn't come out. COVID, you know what I mean? We couldn't do this to where now, we're able to come out and do the things that we love to do and actually be able to, get a 4th, 5th, 6th chance, whatever, in life. So you should be thankful for something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tomorrow's not promised to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So many people dying, rappers dying, people dying in the news, kids dying, football, people dying on football games. There's so much death. So, you know what I mean? Tomorrow's not promised. So, just be grateful, be thankful for, having another chance to just be able to do what you want to do in life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And don't take it for granted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, to me, 2022 going into 2023 should be the year of you really pushing your goals. And just think about this is what I tell people. Just think about the people that died that personally, that's close to you, that died this year and 2 years ago, to where they're not gonna be able to see their kids or their family. They're not gonna be able to finish college, go back to school, do any of these type of things. So, you know what I'm saying, while you got breath, you know what I'm saying, start pushing your goals and knocking your goals off, you know what I mean, knocking those off and, doing what you love to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got some comments real quick on YouTube. Tia Glenn said, I'm grateful for family and proud of you and your crew, nephew. Thank you for that.
Appreciate
that. And then Ray Official said, Brian, thankful for being able to watch 600-Pound Life with his boo.
That's funny.
Boys do. So we got some comments on IG. Tyler Speaks to Me said, I'm thankful for this podcast. I've been in a funk lately. I look forward to this live to be around positive women and vibes. Miss Eileen Odie said, my nephew, congratulations. Talent Speaks to Me said, people dying, that's never died before. Lovely Liz says, I'm thankful for grace and mercy. People are dying younger and younger, so time with family is priceless. JB they said, I agree. With talent speaks to me, I have to. You all are a vibe for real.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Before we get into that, I wanted to bring up a topic because we were talking about that.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about, and what did y'all take on the whole Takeoff thing? If y'all know about the Migos and, you know, Takeoff passing, like, what did y'all take on that? You know, have y'all heard anything about that with the Jay Prince thing?
Briefly, I think it was like they was gambling or something like that. And
yeah.
I mean, it's so unfortunate. I mean, you know, I think sometimes people don't realize the position they're in, and they take it for granted, and they don't understand the leadership role that they're in, because you influence how much you influence. And I think a lot of them just take it for granted, and it's unfortunate, you know what I mean? Because when you're in a position like that where you can make change and you can influence, I think you should use it for good. I mean, but it's still unfortunate.
I was gonna say I've been like lately just been like trying to keep up with that story. I'm not really big on the rap side, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Especially coming with the deaths, because you automatically assume that, okay, they live in that type of lifestyle, you know, it comes with the territory. But this was a guy that actually didn't live that type of lifestyle. He was actually, you know, he believed in God, you know, he loved the Lord. I mean, he was a good dude, and for him to die with an innocent death the way it did, it kind of like was like, wow, this is tough.
That's how it always happens, though, for most time, right? Because he wasn't even involved in the altercation, but he was there.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, and it's things like that really scare me for my own son. You know what I'm saying? My boys being, you know, 19 and 22. You know what I'm saying? It's scary because, you know, me and my wife, every night, my 19-year-old leaves the house. We like, you know, drive safe, buckle up, you know what I'm saying? And you know, do what you got to do and make it home. And the whole time he's gone, we just up. You know what I'm saying? We can't sleep. It's like we can't sleep until that door closes and that alarm is set. You know what I'm saying? You can't. And we try to tell him, like, it's not what you're doing. It's what others are doing out in these streets.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Say, for instance, Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? He was in there. His cousin get to beefing with some dudes, and somebody just pull out a strap, and he gets shot. So it's like,
and it wasn't even intentional.
He wasn't even in the beef like that.
Nah,
he wasn't in it like that. But that's just how it can happen. When you in sometimes the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's scary.
It
man.
happens all the time. I was at when I was in high school, went to a high school party. You know, we down there, we kicking it, you know what I'm saying, dancing and everything, and somebody gets stabbed. You know what I mean? Like, it could happen at any point. You know,
it's scary. This world is a scary place, man.
Yeah, it really, like, I just started, like, I felt some type, I ain't gonna lie, I felt some type of way about the whole thing. I don't know why I did, you know what I mean? Like, I never really listened to the Migos music, so y'all forgive me for that. Like, I really wasn't big on their music or anything, but I really started tuning in on the situation because I was just like, this stuff right here has got to, like, literally stop. It's getting old, man. It's getting played out. I found myself commenting in some of the YouTube videos because I was, you know, it was kind of like messed up. You know what I mean? I normally don't do that. You know what I mean? I normally don't comment on stuff, but it got me to the point of commenting and saying stuff because it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a person where it doesn't matter if he's making millions or not. You know what I mean? This is you know what I mean? This is somebody who innocent. And I understand where B. Glenn's coming from because I have a son that's they're like a couple months apart, and he wants to be in this industry. You know what I'm saying? So I fear that even more because he wants to portray that type of rap style. You know what I mean? And that's not even him. You know what I'm saying?
I got two things. I'm gonna get this comment first. Ray Official said nowadays the rap game is more dangerous than the dope game, and that's true. And then the thing that you were saying too, like, you know, and I'm not saying that he's doing this, but like, definitely stay away from portraying yourself as
something you're not.
Exactly, a shooter, all this other stuff. And I heard somebody say, it was some rappers in, I think I was watching another podcast or something, but they made a comment about J. Cole. Ain't nobody looking to take out J. Cole because that's not the persona.
That's not his lane. That's not his lane.
That's not what he does. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
he's a different type of rapper.
He probably don't associate himself with them people. Like, he not like Like you shooting at the crap game, bro. Y'all make millions.
I know.
Y'all playing craps. Y'all can't bet on nothing else.
Yeah, you don't understand. You like, why y'all shoot? What are you doing?
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that you bring that up, because one of the topics I had for this Thanksgiving edition was dealing with loved ones who have passed on for the holidays. You know what I'm saying? How do some people, you know, how do you navigate that situation for those that have lost people, you know, this year, or, you know, to the end of last year, you know what I'm saying? And now they spending their first holiday without that loved one around. Like, how do you navigate it? It's a tough, you know, I take it like this, you know, I lost my mother-in-law, you know, last year around this time. So this is like the first, even though she didn't celebrate, you know, the holidays like that, but this is the first time that my wife, for the most part, is going to be, you know, without her mom, who was a huge, you know, part of her life. So it's tough, man. You know,
man.
This is what I want to say on that. You know how you got family that you're not close to, right? But you love them because that's just what you do, right? But it don't hit you the same way as it would hit you when you're close to somebody, right? I know, I mean, I'm just being real. We go to funerals where we may not have known that person. We love them. We feel bad, but it don't like hit home.
Right.
But I would say for me, for the past 2 years, I've had like a lot of deaths that are around our age and younger that just happened, you know, abruptly. And I don't know about y'all, but it's crazy. They were close, and I find myself having dreams about them, like they're still alive. And I'll wake up and be like, dang, they gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's for me now, for some of them, even though they may have been gone now like a couple months, one has been gone maybe like a year. Sometimes it's kind of hard to still, you know, like, you know that they're gone. Like, I have an uncle, he lost 2 kids. Well, both my dad's brothers has lost their kids this past year. And I almost slipped up asking him, like, yo, how's your boy doing? And I was like, oh, you know, I felt bad because I was like,
devastated.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Because I forgot that, you know, he's gone. So it's starting to hit home like, yo, we really gotta not just like take care of our family, but we gotta take care of ourselves, take care of our health. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's like when you finding people that's dying and waking up in their sleep, or accidents happening and things like that, it's like you ain't that ain't far from you. That can happen to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it just make you appreciate, you know, day by day. And then, you know, like even not having them here. So I would advise people to just, you know, reach out to the people and just say, hey, look, I love you. I know it's a hard time right now, but you just want to let you know I love you and we're here for you. You know what I mean? Because that is a hard thing to swallow, especially if it's your mother that passed, your mother-in-law, certain things. Go ahead.
You know, it's funny that you're saying that too. It's my wife always says it too sometimes. Sometimes you got to check on your strong friends. You know what I'm saying? When you are like to your other families on a pedestal, or you're like the one who's got it all. You're the one who's got it going on. Those people need to be checked on too. Right. You know what I'm saying? So in this time, make sure you check on your strong family members. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they doing good. Yeah. I mean, the last thing I was, did you want to speak on this? Were you going to?
No, y'all good. Y'all good. I'm good.
The last thing I was going to say for the Thanksgiving edition was, do you cook or cater?
Oh, yeah.
I wish you would ask a question like that. How dare you? I am offended. I am offended.
I mean, some people.
I am appalled.
Hey, what is it?
I'm appalled. I wish somebody would cater anything.
It depends, man.
No, ain't no damn. There ain't nothing dependent on
it depends,
nothing.
man.
No,
I don't know.
No.
You can't make homemade ice cream.
No.
I dare you make me some peanut.
The Great
Walnut
American
ice
Steak
cream
and Buffet? They probably got a whole platter set. You just go pick it up.
What?
No, this is what I wish. Hold on. Let me say this.
I would go to.
Let me say this. I have to say this. I don't care what nobody say, but Popeyes got the most banging deep fried turkey I've ever had.
I've never had it, but they say they give it to you frozen, and you got to cook it yourself.
They used to make it for you, and you pick it up. That joint is
this must be down where you at.
It was in Centerville. It was in Centerville.
I would not care if it it makes you scream up to heaven. I wish somebody would cater a daggone Thanksgiving.
Let me tell you, let me tell you something.
I would. So if you go to your girl, if let's go back to if you invite your over for Thanksgiving and they catered everything.
Hey, listen, hold on, listen.
You probably be like,
listen, hold on. I'd rather it be catered than it be disgusting.
What is this, Boston Market?
Catered food can be disgusting too now. So Lovely Liz said cook. Talent speaking, we said cook. JB they said cook, but I do give me a honey baked ham. Miss Lala said it is frozen, and Talent speaks to me said never had it. I think she's talking about
some real. Let me tell you something. So everybody makes everybody does it different. Like when we used to have a lot of food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd be like 2 or 3 turkeys. So my cousin, she bought a Popeye's turkey. And hers just looked amazing from a distance.
Miss Lala said, I got a caterer and the food is busting. You wouldn't know I didn't make it.
Yeah.
And Lala, but I get it though.
A caterer is different than going to a store and getting catered at a store to me. Like, let's say.
Okay, so explain that.
Because if you could, let's say you could be a caterer and you make all the, you see what I'm saying?
Right. That's still home cooked.
That's still home cooked. Besides you going to a store, like you said, Boston Market.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think that takes the fun out of it, man.
Everybody know about Boston Market.
They them, not me as the eater. I'm going to
Well, I mean, me as a cooker, I like to cook, so I mean that takes the fun away from me. I get enjoyment out of sitting out there deep frying that turkey.
I don't want to sound like a potty pooper or nothing like that, but I will say this. Was it 2016, 2015? My cousin, you know my cousin Britt and Nicole.
Yeah.
Nicole had a aneurysm on her brain, and she was in a hospital Thanksgiving Day.
Wow.
Okay, we spent Thanksgiving in the ICU room eating Boston Market. Probably one of the best Thanksgivings I had in a long time because my family was there and we was trying to celebrate life. And she ended up making it through and everything like that. But it just brought to my memory what you're talking about, the Boston Market. And I was like, you know what? You'd be surprised.
But that was the circumstances, though.
The situation, yeah.
Like they had,
exactly. Yeah.
Which Boston Market is good, but I wish somebody would cater that on
at home.
I'm upset.
Why you upset?
I'm be upset, man. I don't want a food cater. I want that action. I want to smell it. I want to see it come together.
So let me ask you this, y'all. Let me ask you this before you go to the next one. If you at your new booze, right? Do you take a plate home or do you be like, nah, I'm good?
If it's good,
damn,
I'm taking one home.
I mean, yeah.
Is that rude?
No, to take a plate home.
Rude.
No. Actually, in some cultures, that's like standard.
I'm just asking, is it rude?
Like you,
is it rude? You know, you like, can I get it? But it's rude.
Look, it's rude if you walk through there making your plate, you don't put some Pearl's potato salad in that.
Exactly.
Baby, you didn't want no potato salad, baby.
It's a whole lot left.
Let me ask the ladies this, and let me ask the gentlemen this too. If you bring food there, right? Is it wrong for you to take your food home with you?
Oh, hell yeah. You do not take it back. That is my pet peeve. Do not come to somebody. Let the person who live at the house tell you.
No, that's rude right there.
That's rude. Let the person at the house tell you, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, you can take that back, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to.
I get it. I just want to hear you guys. I said it because I'm pretty sure
if it's a favorite dish, I might snatch that.
But no, listen.
Let me go ahead and take that pie real quick.
If it's really good, it won't be none left to take.
It depends.
It depends.
This is going back to the first one.
Well, what about this? If you bring sodas, you gonna take your goddamn sodas back home with you? That's rude. You better leave them sodas in that drink.
It's 6 left in this pack. And I'm thirsty.
It's rude.
Okay, so this is what I will say. This is one of them things where now on the soda thing, it just depends on the household. Because if they like they don't drink regular soda and they diet and this is going to sit there, then okay, we'll take it back.
That's what
you know what I'm saying?
Give me if you come to my house, give me the opportunity to be like, hey, I'm not going to drink these, so you know what I'm saying, you can take them back home with you or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because some people be like, hey, take the soda, you know, we don't drink none of that in here, so yeah, it just depends on the situation. But
when it comes time for you to leave and I see you go around the corner and grab your sippies you bought because your kids drink them, like, my kids drink them too.
I'm gonna go ahead and get this turkey that I bought.
Or is it on YouTube? Tia Glenn said it's a compliment to the chef to take a plate home And then
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, if you go to your new boo's house or the family member's house and you bring a dish and nobody eats your dish, how would you feel about that?
That happened at Wifey Family, John.
I want to know. How would y'all feel? How would you feel if you brought a dish and didn't nobody touch your dish? How you gonna feel?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking now, right? You know what I would do? I will cut in the middle and I will throw the other side in the trash.
Hey, baby, that was delicious.
So they look like people
You take the when you don't want it, you take the plate, you put the other top plate in that joke. You know what I'm saying?
Look like people
he didn't cut half. He didn't cut half the beans. No, nobody cut beans. We cut the beans.
People tore your food up.
No, nobody cut a straight line of beans.
People tore
You trying to say it was nasty, didn't you? You supposed to scoop and not cut it in half of beans.
They're like, baby, two people tore your food up, boy. Look at this.
Do we got any comments in there, Brian? What did they say?
Yeah, we got some comments. JB they said don't ever take your food back. Lovely Liz said so tacky. Miss Law said terrible. Charles Smith said laugh out loud. Miss Dawson said this guy. That's about it.
Yeah, but man, I'm telling you, I throw all the rest of them in trash and be like, baby, they tore your food up. You see that?
No, it didn't.
I'll check it.
So we can ready to close it out anyway. We can ready to close it out. Miss Law said all the deviled eggs going in the trash. No, indeed.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Hold on.
Them deviled eggs going home with me.
Them Jones going right in my belly. Right in my belly.
Hold on, but hold on. I need to know why she said they're going to trash because who made them? Who made them?
Yeah, it depends on who made them now.
Is it leftover?
Now, my Aunt Lou made them joints, then yeah, it's going to be.
Don't bust it.
I'm going to have to keep the tray, bring it back to it later.
Yeah.
Miss Dawson said at JB there, he going in for the record. I can cook.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you this. Is there any when y'all eat Thanksgiving, do y'all eat sweets or do y'all don't eat the sweets?
Oh, I go in.
Yeah, man.
Everything.
Cheesecake, peach cobbler.
Yeah.
Say it again.
But look, I like the peach cobbler.
Throw some ice cream on that.
It's like cake. It's like cakey at the bottom. I don't like the one peach cobbler where it's like just the crust on top and it's a whole lot of peaches at the bottom.
You ever had dump cake before?
You start high five
dump cake. Nah, I ain't never heard that.
That sounds disgusting.
No, so you take like fruit.
You ever had dump cake?
I bet you get some of that joint with some ice cream beside it.
It just sounds like heaven. I'm just saying it sounds like doo-doo cake. It's a dump cake.
So let me explain to you what it is. Pretty much, they take like, you know what I'm saying, peaches or apples or whatever your fruit of choice is, and then you take just
sound like a fruit
cake mix and butter. You put that joint in, put it in, and let that joint cook up. Crack.
You ever had monkey cake?
Cocaine.
That's a
hell of a drug.
He said monkey. Y'all just coming up with names. You ever had dump cake? You ever had monkey cake? You ever had chimpanzee ice cream? It's the best.
Tia Glitz said, sometimes if you new around here, we ain't touching it. Or if we know you, don't keep your kitchen clean.
Yeah, that's a definite.
Okay, but my thing is, Tia, how do you know to keep the kitchen clean if they knew?
I'm sorry, I got to throw this out here now before we go. If you know what I'm saying, at your job, you got a potluck.
Oh my God.
Does everybody bring a dish?
Yeah, well, not everybody.
Everybody ain't clean, goddamn it. So
yeah, man.
How do y'all feel about that potluck dinner or potlucks at your job?
Napkins. I'm bringing napkins and cups.
I will say that the few times that I've had a potluck at work, I wouldn't even think about that, bro. Because it was lunchtime and I was hungry. I wouldn't even think about whether
it depends. Some potlucks be fire, but then it just depends on the. But
now you're talking about like whether you if you are worried about somebody's kitchen being clean.
Okay, like, some people got dogs. So some people got cats that they let on the counter.
Ladies and gentlemen, what are you bringing first to the potluck? That's what I want to know before we get in. Because
let me read some of these things real quick. Tom speaks to me. I can hear that voice. JB, I believe you can throw down, boo. That was in reference to Ms. Dawson. Eileen Odie said, after dessert, it's time to go to sleep for a while. And then JB said he keeps bragging about your cornbread. Him and
Milk.
Honey and butter.
Milk.
She got butter, milk, salt, pepper.
Look. First of all, baby, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the other side of the family.
Because when you come home, your stuff is gonna be on the couch.
Nah, for real though. Look,
He gonna have green bean juice on his couch side.
Look. My wifey competing with Mom Deuce though. Like she Puerto Rican, bro. But last Christmas she made some soul food that was awesome.
Hold on. You talking about your mother?
I'm talking about my mother.
Oh, hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this, y'all. Let me say this.
You stupid.
No, because if I can see why he probably married her. If she cook like your mother,
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Let me tell you. Listen, his mother and his sister makes about 4 to 5 different cheesecakes.
Hey,
I will never forget
cheesecakes, baby.
Them cheesecakes was like.
I think we need to have a cheesecake at the next.
She learned how to do it.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I called my sister when after she made it.
Let me tell you something. His sister made some apple cheesecake, some Oreo cheesecake one time. Man, I am not a big sweets person, but that's the reason why I like cheesecake now is because of his family. I never ate cheesecake before that. Now I'm like, this don't taste nothing like your cheesecake.
So Miss Lala said, that's right, Miss Eileen. JB, they said people have cats that walk on counters. Miss Lala said store bought only at the potluck. Miss Dawson said, bye, Jody. Get it, that Miss Dawson. I love me some soul food. She said, I'm Puerto Rican with soul. With soul.
I love when they bring international dishes. That's like the type. I like the Mexican dishes and the Puerto Rican dishes. I like when they bring international food. Especially if it's spicy. I love it.
Yeah. So,
hey, good stuff, y'all, man.
Hey, you know what? I'd like to wish all of y'all a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you show your loved ones some love.
Yes, sir.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you guys after Thanksgiving, God willing.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
That's something an old person would say, God willing.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Thanksgiving, God willing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be here next episode.
We don't know, baby.
If God give me the grace to keep on going, keep on keeping on. Nah, but you know what I always say? Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on in and we can be friends on this live whenever we live. We appreciate y'all. IG, YouTube, family, loved ones, and friends.
Make sure y'all subscribe. If you have not subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe. Please.
Like, comment, help the channel, share the post.
Feedback.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Cash App. The PodcastHead Cash App. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
All right, fellas.
Thank y'all.
We love y'all.
Love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Salute.
One.